Hey guys, it's Brian and welcome back to Firebird Fridays. We're back working on our 67 Firebird, and today we got a messy job. We have to pull the steering box from this Pontiac Firebird to get it rebuilt. It doesn't move, doesn't steer, and we can't drive it if we can't steer it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull the steering box out of this car and show you how to do it step by step so you can do it yourself at home. So enough yip yap, let's get into this thing. So here's our problem. In our 67 Firebird, the steering wheel is locked up. It's not moving. And 67 steering columns don't have a lock on them. So, or a tilt. So it has to be down in the box or, in the box or in the steering linkage somewhere. So let's go check that out. All right, just so you know that yes, the power steering is not hooked up. You can see the hoses laying there. But right down there is our steering box. You got your two in and outs. I'm gonna take those off. And then there's that rag joint. There's one bolt, as you can see right there. And then there's two bolts, if we can see down in there. There's two bolts that hold the steering column to the rag bolt, and the rag bolt, a rag joint then goes into the steering box. So we need to remove those, and then we need to remove those two. So let's get those two out of the way and see where we're at. Okay, it's 11/16 for both of these, so we'll get our crow's foot on there and we'll take these off real quick. All right, and then we can just pull this one up and out of the way. We're gonna get new hoses, so trash. Then this one down here is not the same size, a little bit smaller. I believe it's more like a 5/8, but let's get that one off next. Okay, now if that's loose, we can pull this one up and out. And this one might still be attached. That one there is still attached on there, so we'll get that later. Let's pull this off to the side here. Okay. Next is I believe that's going to be like a 11mm bolt right there that holds that on. See if I can zoom in. Focus, focus. That one right there, which attaches the rag joint to the box. I believe that is a 11mm maybe. Again, working with metric tools until I get my Christmas present with my standard tools. Kick that bolt out, and then we'll attack those other ones. All right, here we go. And out that comes. Kind of give you an idea what that looks like. That hit, that's a 12-pointer. So now that's done. Now we got to take off the two bolts. Where's that at? Yeah, those two bolts in there. All right, here we go. Okay, that's what came out. Let's grab that other one real quick. Okay, next, take off the steering box. We need to pull those two and that one up there, but of course the brake line is in the way, so we'll have to pull that bracket off in order to access. Let's get those three bolts out of the way. This pump or the box should just drop. Okay, two are out. We'll take this one out. Just a break here just to let you know that if you're into old school muscle cars, Pontiac Firebirds, Chevy Camaros, stuff like that, I really appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up, maybe hit that subscribe button. We are going to be restoring a 1967 Pontiac Firebird. We're getting ready, as you can see, to pull the engine out, get that started. Bumper to bumper, this car sat for 25 years, neglected, out in the field, out in the rain, out in the elements. So make sure you subscribe, check us out. We have a ton more videos. All of them are going to be how-to, DIY, step-by-step stuff. So hit that subscribe button, follow along as we get to it. So let's get back to the Firebird. So we couldn't get to that one bolt because the steering column was locked over there, but as soon as we pulled those three bolts, it came apart from the rag joint that attaches. So now we can move it. So we know it's not the steering column, it's definitely the steering box. So now we need to pull off that pitman arm down below so we can pull this all the way out. So the idler arm, which is that right there, that nut is one big ass nut. It must be like a 32 millimeter or something, which I don't have. The other spot to be able to pull it off would be where it connects into the steering linkage. And I've already pulled that nut off, that castle nut. So I'm just gonna take a pickle fork and see if I can't pop those two off to where we can move the steering box completely out of the car. Let's see if we can't do that. All right, so we got that off. Now, we're gonna get ourselves our pitman arm puller and get it up in there. We can pull this arm off. Okay, so that there is going to be our pitman arm puller. You basically rent this from your local auto parts store for free. You can then put it on there, get it adjusted just right. And then 19 millimeter on that end, you're just going to take an impact or just hand crank it, and you'll eventually just pop that right off. Let me show you. Okay, I have my cordless impact that my amazing wife got me for Father's Day this year. And we're just gonna go ahead and take this right off, watch. See, popped it. Now I didn't get a chance to film this, but I just reached in with two hands and pulled that whole steering box right up and out because we have some brake lines that pass underneath it. But let's take it outside and I'll show you what this thing looks like. All right, so here's the steering box out of Firebird. You can see it has 50 some years of grime and dirt. And then this is the spot where you can see it won't even turn. So I can only imagine how bad that in there is. Well, so it's either gonna rebuild this on our own or get a replacement. So I just wanted to show this to you. Henceforth, the reason why this thing is not moving. Yeah, that's not what you're supposed to see in a steering box. No, negatory. Well, I guess it's time for a new steering box. Well guys, we got the steering box out of the 67 Firebird, and as you can see, it's not that hard of a job. It's quick and easy, a little dirty depending on how bad that is, but should we buy a reseal kit and do the job ourselves, step by step? We can make a video on it, or should we just go ahead and just take it to the auto parts store and get a new one, remanufactured one, and get back and pop it into this Firebird? Would you make a comment down below? Let me know what you think we should do, and if you have any comments or questions, go and ask them down below. And once again, guys, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next Friday for another video on Firebird Fridays. Thanks, guys.